We'll talk today a little bit more on the measures announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman before heading into that GST Council meeting. She announced a cut in corporate tax rates, effectively bringing down the corporate tax rate to almost 25.17 vis-a-vis 30%, that exclusive of surcharge, of course. That was there prior. So this will stand effect from April 1st, 2019. What this means is that corporate tax in India stands reduced. And today's measure also means that the corporate tax rate will now remain competitive to the corporate tax rate in globally developed markets. So we've really brought down our corporate rates. Now, what will this cost? The host of measures that she's announced will cost the country or the exchequer 1.45 lakh crores. The encouragement to go out and spend and cut corporate tax and a host of other measures is going to cost 1.45 lakh crore, and probably the encouragement to do so comes from the money that the RBI has given to the government by way of dividend. So while this was not really a stimulus package, the cut in corporate tax, a few things would happen. One is it would leave more money in the hands of corporates. This would mean that they have more to go out and spend. Remember, private sector investment has almost collapsed, and private investment has collapsed, which is why we are having problems with low unemployment and things like that. Now, leaving more in the hands of corporates would push them to go out there and invest. So one, it will help in increasing the private sector investment. Two, it will also help in bringing down employment. Now the question is whether the corporates will go out and spend, and whether it will really propel demand. We'll have to wait for the next few quarters or probably a year to see really what happens. But the immediate impact is on government finances. Remember, the government plans to stick to that fiscal deficit of 3%. Now, when you're going there and the government is going to allow a 4.5 lakh crore package, it's obviously going to impact the fiscal deficit. And what we're probably, the government won't be able to stick to that 3% fiscal deficit that it planned after this 1.45 lakh crore package, largely for industry. But the good thing that's come out of it is that the stock markets rallied to the second largest gains we have seen in the Sensex since 2009, when the UPA was elected, and we saw gains of almost 2,111 points on 2,111 points on the Sensex way back in May 2009. So today's gain in the Sensex of 1,929 points is the second biggest ever. So a few things happened today. Was the stock markets gained, the rupee gained after the government's announcements, and where it's a welcome, everybody's welcomed this move. The only concern will remain on the fiscal deficit number, which the government has always considered sacrosanct. During Arun Jaitley's time also, they would not like that fiscal deficit to be breached. But for the financial year 1920, it looks like the fiscal deficit will be breached after today's package. Coming to the stock markets, probably we'll see corporate profits increase, so stock markets have rallied. How far they'll go is difficult to say, and whether corporates will go out there and spend after their bottom lines increasing due to the tax cut remains to be seen. But the measures all in all were good for the stock markets, and there was a breathtaking rally today, and the markets may continue to rally based on what was done today.